Testing. Hi, Ritesh. I'm out of Atlanta. You happen to find me on a random, I'm assuming, potentially. Who is it? You may not come in yet. You may not. You have to wait. I need at least. Huh? I am currently wrapping your Christmas present. Or one of them, so you may not come in. So, for my one lonely person who has joined me, if you are still here, it looks like you might be. I just recently updated my studio equipment, and I thought I'd jump on because there's not a whole lot of people who I anticipate being on for Christmas Eve. So I am testing things out and wrapping Christmas presents. And trying to be quiet and creative, which really isn't working for me. But I'm happy to talk while I'm wrapping presents. This is just going to help me test everything, sound levels, make sure you can hear me okay, that kind of thing. Yes. So right now I am wrapping a gift for my oldest son, which is not technically their real gift. They'll get their real gift later, but this is a fun gift in the meantime while the other one comes in. It's kind of related. But in the event that he sees this, I don't want to necessarily say what I'm wrapping unless you happen to see it while I'm wrapping it. Where are you from, Ritesh? And am I saying your name correctly? Indonesia. So I will be, funny enough, in Indonesia at the end of April. A bunch of friends of mine and I are going to be on a 5-star liveaboard called the Velocean in the end of April, early May. I'm quite excited. That will probably be one of the longest trips that I've taken to anywhere out of the US. India was probably the longest trip that I've had so far, but Indonesia will be my next longest trip. I do have someone else watching, so I have to be cautious about what I'm saying about Christmas presents. But I did just get a Merry Christmas from my keyboard player. So, Chris, if you're watching, Merry Christmas. I don't think that you are, but in the event that you see it, Merry Christmas. Yeah. Hi, David. Finally made one. That's funny. You're downstairs, aren't you? Okay. How does the sound? One of the biggest comments that we had, one of the biggest comments that we've had since starting the channel was that um, the sound was not great. There was always echoes. There was always something noise-wise. Sound is good. Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, Ritesh. I appreciate you both, all two of you. Um, but yeah, one of the biggest comments that we were receiving was that the sound was not wonderful, and a lot of the content that I had made, sound was not great. So that was one of the things that um, we made an effort to invest in to make an improvement there. So everything else, a camera will come eventually. Those get really, really stinking expensive. No, West Coast diving, let me tell you something. Um, as much as I would love to come to the West Coast to dive, I don't hate the idea of diving in the West Coast. And now I know exactly who you are, David. um, I need a dry suit. Um, I don't know if you can tell, David. I don't know how long you've been following the channel. Um, I've lost 125 pounds. So now I'm freezing all the time. And what that typically means is the longer I'm in the water, the colder I get, which is not necessarily the most fun. But I am in the process of scoping out dry suits, and I found one that I really newish subscriber. I do remember your name in here for a little bit, so a new-ish I can get. But the wetsuit that I currently have, I have a 3, 5, and a 7, which is great, but, West Coast diving requires a dry suit that I don't have yet. And I have a cat scratching at the door. Yay. Let's see. Can I do this gracefully while I'm talking? How are you doing this evening, David? I think you may be the only one left. Are you ready for Christmas? Scuba Force. Very nice. I want the new fourth element, which is the Argonaut 3. It does not come out until May, unfortunately, and it is custom. I will require silicone seals instead of latex. I'm allergic to latex, so that also not fun. I am hoping that once it comes out, which according to the Fourth Element folks at DEMA, it doesn't come out until mid-May. I'm waiting. That's from Dive Talk is a dealer. Yes, he is. Um, the guy who I did my training with, Bill, just ordered a dry suit from them and just got it yesterday, the day before, and is really happy with what it came, how it fits. So that's where I'm headed. Yeah, right. Um, but I am not graceful at this, by the way. There we go. Tissue paper. It's fun. But I will likely order my new fourth element from them. I am certified on the Spirit. My Spirit is the Cayman model, which is no longer made. I bought it used. Not the smartest thing. Um, if I had the forethought to do it all over again, I would not buy used, or if I did, I would immediately send it to, Mike Young at the Kiss Factory, have them do a complete maintenance service on it, and then, would have probably saved myself time, money, and sweat and tears. But it is, definitely has been worth the training, the time, the sweat, the tears. I would do it all over again, absolutely. The current I am hoping to get a Spirit this coming year. I'm telling you, I have seen a number of different, rebreathers, and that one I'm still just head over feet for. It is definitely my favorite, and, one of the things that I considered when I was looking at rebreathers is, what is everyone diving around me? Everyone I know who I would be diving with, they're all on KISS systems. So, and I know that Josh Underwood is spending time currently in PA with family, and his other half. But I do believe he's a recent conversion to KISS, so I think he's now a KISS fan. I'm not gonna put words in his mouth, I'll let him say that, but I do believe he's now converted and a happy KISS fan. Um, but can you hear that? That's the cat scratching at my office door. Somebody is an unhappy cat. Um, he is. I was actually there when he was, doing his crossover training with Doug Eversole. Um, and the initial first dive, he was like, "Nope, I'm not having it. This is not cool." And then, the second dive, he was like, "Alright, I like it." And by the time we were done, he loved it. So, um, I'm only wishing and slightly jealous that the initial unit that I bought did not is not something that can convert. I'm gonna have to buy a whole new unit when I'm ready to go Sidewinder. But, well, just get a second job. Scuba gear is expensive. Lesson learned, right? I was trying to move faster, and because I wanted to move fast, I ended up I don't regret it. I have no regrets, none. Um, it just probably wasn't the smartest financially if I was trying to think about, "Oh, the future. I'm gonna eventually go cavern and cave. Am I gonna I just didn't think about that. I was just ready to get in the water with a rebreather. It was the most amazing thing ever, and now will have to pay for a whole second unit at some point. But I have other people in my life who potentially could use that unit, or, I could sell it. There's options. I'm not concerned about it necessarily. I completely understand that. How far away are you from cavern and cave? Now I know which cat it is that's crying at the door. Dean. Right on. End of March. Congratulations. That's awesome. Let me shove some more tissue paper in here. Stephanie! Merry Christmas, love. I did not think I would see anybody on here. I was really hoping I wouldn't see anybody on here, but I'm happy you're here. Merry Christmas. I like the hoodie. I'm going to bed, but I hope all is good with you. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. This is Christina Zanato, People of the Water. Let me turn around for you so you can see the back of it. It has some fun cave stuff on it, planning for the future. Um, I know you're going to bed. Very, very Merry Christmas. And of course, I think somebody from downstairs is messaging me. Yep, will do. Um, the pew, pew is wrapped. Okay. David, I am going to have to I'm being beckoned for dinner. But I will be back. I have more presents to wrap, so I am uh, I am going to continue to wrap presents, and you know what? There are plenty of people out there who don't have people to talk to on Christmas Eve. So after I finish dinner and come back to wrap more presents, I will likely jump back on, just in the event that somebody needs somebody to talk to. Can't hurt, right? I can absolutely multitask, wrap presents, and talk. Awesome. Yeah, I've got another few minutes before, I'm called down for dinner, so I can hang out for another few minutes. I should grab the next present that I need to wrap, though, because tissue paper. Let me move some of this stuff. See, I've got more cords and complicated stuff all along here. You family and you are just chilling, staying warm. It is, um it is currently, let's see what the current temperature is. It was 4 degrees when I woke up the first time this morning. It is currently 18 degrees in the Atlanta area, and with the wind chill, I'm pretty sure it says feels like 8. So we're cold here. It does not get this cold here. Who else is here? Ritesh, are you still here? That is cold for Atlanta. And I thought initially we had some just, like, frost that had lifted and was blowing around. I think we actually ended up with a little bit of snow flurries maybe, but there was enough to lay around on certain parts of the ground up here, and that also unusual. I mean, they weren't calling for snow, but we had stuff laying on cars. There was, like, around the curb, there was some snow-looking accumulation just from where the wind had blown it around. I I do see I have 2 people. Does the other person wanna say who they are? Maybe drop a hi in the chat just to say hello? It's an intimate crowd this evening, so every once in a while, every once in a while, we have been here in the Atlanta area for about 7 years. Every once in a while, it'll snow, and we might get 6 inches, but, in that time, the 6 inches is gone in less than 24 hours. So, my cat is crying on the other side of the door. It is insane. She is very, very displeased that the door to my office is closed. And you can see my Dima pass right there. It's blurry, but it's there. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you can't hear her. She's very unhappy with me at the moment. Okay. Do you have any diving planned? You wanted to go to Dima this year. You know what? Everyone I spoke to said that it was, far less impactful than it has been in previous years. However, it being my first experience, it was slightly overwhelming. I mean, there was a lot of people. I shook a lot of hands. I met a lot of people. Um Made a lot of yeah, exactly. Made a lot of really cool connections that I hope to I don't wanna say take advantage of, that's probably not the right word, but, um, definitely made some interesting connections that I hope to see through, I guess is the best way to state that, see through in the next year or so. Um, really, really incredible people. Holy Toledo, David, are you serious? 35 dives just set up for January? Okay, I right now I have 3 days planned. I have 3 days planned. Oh, that's awesome. Congratulations. Grabbing a dive buddy. My oldest is, certified. I am hoping to get him down to Florida so we can do some diving together. We haven't had the opportunity to dive together in quite some time, so I'm hoping that we'll be able to change that for 2023. He was supposed to go with us over the summer on the, liveaboard that we went on for a week. We did the, Cat Palau out in the Bahamas with, All Star Liveaboard, and days before we were supposed to leave, we discovered his passport had expired. Oh, no. No, no. You can keep the ice diving. I am not built for that. I mean, prior to losing 125 pounds, I might have been, but there's no way. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, I would prefer not to do it. How's that? 'Cause I'm freezing all the time. Let's see. It is probably dinner time. Alright. You just wanna try it. I would try it. I would try it. I would freeze. I would be unhappy about it, but I would try it. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go, eat dinner, and then I'm gonna come back up and wrap more presents, and I'll jump back on. So if you're here, great. If not, I'm gonna be here to chat with anybody while I can, wrap presents for the rest of the evening. So how's that? Probably be about 20, 30 minutes before I'm back. Okay, you too. If not, have a wonderful Christmas, and I'll be back on before the new year. And if you help me grow the channel, I'm giving away. I have a friend of mine who is a scuba diver, instructor, underwater photographer. I'm going to talk more about that. I'm going to give away some of her calendars for 2023, but I'll be back. Go ahead. Okay, I'll be back.